We, the Black and Brown Movement.
Creemos que la civilización comenzó en África a través de la migración que llegamos a Aslan, a través de 300 años de sangre, sudor y lágrimas y 500 años de resistencia. Solo hay un par de cosas que hemos retenido a través de la valentía, la persistencia, el evangelio, la música, la cultura.
La cultura.
We, the Black and Brown Movement, believe that civilization began in Africa. Through the migration, we arrived in Aslan. From east to west, this makes us all people of the sun.
400 years of blood, sweat, and tears. 500 years of resistance.
There's only two things
Retained through bravery and persistence. The gospel, the culture, the music.
Life for the youth. Special now, touching my buttons and shit.
Take that. What up, folks? Represent Jeb One, rest in peace.
25 years and shit, bro.
I know, bro. It's a long time.
Crazy.
Time goes fast.
Yeah. Rest in peace to all our fallen soldiers.
All MCs, legends,
You know what I'm saying?
soldiers, veterans, COVID victims.
All our peeps and those we don't know, especially ones who fell victim to something they shouldn't have, you know?
Plandemic. The man's plan. Epidemic.
So we back, folks. Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, Third Eye Worldwide Radio. Beer and bullshit.
Radio coming to your stereo.
For the people, here it is.
Beer, real bullshit,
Yeah,
and real life shit.
and real shit, period.
You know. Doo-doo on you.
2022, we got Big Kev in the house. What's up, Big Kev?
Always in the house chilling. Happy New Year, Jimmy.
Happy
It's
belated
been a minute.
birthday.
It's been a minute. That's what I say. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Birthday salute.
Right?
You know, 5 decades in this bitch plus one.
Man, I'm right there with you.
Devil denied again. My man made it a year.
Right?
Sucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm right behind
A
you.
whole extra 25.
So, we got 5 deuce,
Join the train.
5-1, and Franco will soon be 5-0.
Yeah.
Sir.
555 service for you, motherfuckers.
Man, we in a 5-0 club like that.
AARP. Better get your card. I got mine.
Right.
Discounts playoff player.
So, you know, we right there in that spot where
Nets whipping up on the Sixers, 129 or 100.
we got, you know, the younger generations below us. I say generations because there's a couple of them at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
2.5.
right. And then maybe 1.5 above us. We'll see how it go. But yeah, man, we here, man. We made it to this point. Hopefully y'all missed us. We missed you. We missed, you know, doing the podcast. We've had a lot of things going on.
Health. Life.
You heard,
Bullshit.
yeah, all that. You heard about
Government tricks.
the birth
Politics.
of a movement. The birth of a movement, the book. You know, we kind of pubbed it, you know, through last, I don't know how many podcasts, but it's finally out, folks. It's finally out. You can cop it on Amazon. It's The Birth of a Movement by DeFranco Brox. You know, go check it out. Go check it out. It's available again on Amazon, Barnes and Noble online. You know, basically anywhere you get your books, whether they be print or ebook, should be available.
Go get it, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You'll be satisfied, I promise you.
Yeah,
I ain't just saying that because I'm black and brown. I'm saying it because the shit I was a part of when they went down.
That's right.
So it's real life shit. It's the life we once lived and the life we living now.
Shouts out to Dr. Rosie for her assistance.
Yes,
with
thank
the
you,
book.
beautiful sister.
And yeah, if you guys want to go check out her store, it's right there on Manchester, just off of Normandy,
Right next to the.
right behind the
Right next to
Louisiana.
Mr. Breaks.
Yeah, Louisiana Chicken.
Yeah, right off
there.
the corner of Manchester, Normandy, the Black Bookstore.
Yeah, so
Go set up your trust in your, you're saying your family last will
last
testament.
rites,
You know what I'm saying? Last
testament.
rites.
Yep.
She'll help you out.
Bookstore. She's
Tell-
got some.
Tell her Brox and the Black and Brown Movement referred to you, and you might get some love.
Right. She's got a really dope bookstore.
Yeah, I just picked up a couple new pieces of literature.
Yep.
You
And,
know what I'm saying?
and also some of the natural remedies, holistic. You know what I'm saying?
She got that moss.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she did. She got a bunch of little stuff in there. Just picked up the 48 Laws of Black Empowerment. You know, what our general said, Marcus Garvey, there is no force like success. And that is why the individual makes all effort to surround himself throughout life with evidence of it. As of the individual, so should it be of the nation. Quote unquote, Marcus Garvey. 48 Laws of Black Empowerment. If you don't know, then you don't know. But you should get learned. And I picked up the new Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Color Blindness by Michelle Alexander. She also wrote another dope book, The Indigenous People, Black and Brown People of America.
Yeah, so I'll be having a what's called a book unveiling. You can think about it a little bit like a baby shower, because
It's more like the unveiling of a new foundation.
well, I say it's like a baby shower because the book is like my baby. So you know what I'm saying. Be book signing, discussion. I'll probably read some excerpts from the book and whatnot. So we'll keep you updated on that event. It'll probably be half physical, half virtual. Big, shouts out to Bruce Roberts out in the ATL, who also helped me with the book on the first edit, and some input that he gave that I definitely used, and I appreciate his help. And he's a brother of ours. He's a member of the movement, and so shouts out to him.
Black Bob Dylan.
Yeah, shouts out to Taz, of course, out in Brazil.
And when it comes to us as X-Men, he's the Black Gambit.
No doubt. Shouts out to Jordan King and his new baby girl. Yeah, much congratulations and love to him and his little family. And check him out on IG. It's Jordan King, ITS JRDN, no vowels in the Jordan. It's ITS JRDN King. Check out the IG.
The IG and all the platforms.
Yeah, he'll be on the B-side show on Monday. You can check that out. I think it's bsideshow.net online, and there'll be a live stream. He'll get an interview and probably perform a song or so. So yeah, check that out. Check out what he's doing. Just got through doing a show. Shouts out to Owen and Do It For Music. Just got through doing a show with him last weekend. Shouts out to Sneaky. We was at Border X a couple weeks ago, and some dope artists there.
To our brothers.
Yeah, so always got to show the love to our peeps, and man, it's been a minute. People having birthdays, people giving birth, people dying. The life cycle.
Leaving Earth.
People giving birth to the birth of a movement. I'm also working with a screenwriter right now to adapt the book to a screenplay and eventually make the movie. So that's a ways out, but you can always look for that as well. So what's up, fellas?
Shit, just chilling, man.
Lights.
Trying to make it another year through. One more time around
Hey
the sun.
man. Cut out that G word, bro.
Dealing with this DS and staying above water. It's starting to get ugly out here, man. The food's getting short. Gas is going high.
Oh my
People
goodness.
starting to lose their mind.
Hey, Russia get a fat baby penis.
Yeah, I'll say it. Fuck Putin. Represent.
No. Why? Putin's on your side. Why would you say fuck Putin?
Fuck Putin. Paying too much at the pump, nigga.
Yeah, you feeling it personally.
Well, the only reason y'all saying that is because you saying it's gas and you saying it's Putin's fault. But why are we buying gas from motherfucking Russia when we have our own?
That's true. I mean, they're supposed to be releasing the reserves with my finger quote unquote.
Right. So for us to even have high gas like that in the first place, I mean, but pay attention. We put sanctions on Russia, but take sanctions off of Venezuela. Why do we put sanctions on Venezuela? Because they said we couldn't have their gas and we got to use crypto to get it.
Well, I'm kind of not mad at that though.
People silent because they can't even relate to that information.
You have to look when you look at it like that. America hasn't started a digital coin yet.
No,
not officially. No. So how the fuck are they gonna buy anything right now? Because half of Europe and everything else is all digital now.
Yeah, well, not only have they not
New World Order,
but they over here regulating what's going on, in America with the digital.
No, they're not. Now look, I'll put it to you like this.
Well, they're attempting to. I know that it might not be in place.
America's attempting to, and then, like I said on our first show, they are the last to get in the game. Because of Putin, we're not in a new world order, one world government situation. Because he said, "Fuck that, I ain't in it." Because of Putin, we aren't having no more COVID. Because they had to go and blow up them fucking biolabs in Ukraine. So again, everybody's jumping to conclusions, not knowing the whole story, and that man's on your side. Because he understands the weakness in our leader right now. Because his ass was in the wind, and he smacked it. Well, you got to remember, China just bought up 30% of Africa, which was American land. America now is trying to go get sanctions and sanction everybody else because of this war to give us money. Because why? Look at who are we about to give the refugees from fucking Ukraine $250 grand apiece? We just gave the refugees from Afghanistan another $250 grand. You just gave the immigrants the Asians fucking 26 trillion, and then you turn around and you give the motherfucking cats that were in the cages that lost their kids another $500,000. But yet you tell these black folks and these poverty people you can't have shit.
$2,000.
$1,200
stimulus.
$1,200. But they expect you to stand up here and fight for Ukraine when Ukraine is a white supremacist nation.
Because they ain't letting niggas on the train.
Yeah, I mean, that was exposed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I talked to somebody about that today, and then a dark skinned brother was talking about, man, Putin is fucking up. Putin ain't fucking up. Putin is pushing the line.
That nigga ain't pushing, he dancing on that motherfucker. Daring these motherfuckers to do something.
Because it's just like this.
And the thing is this: if anybody do anything, it's World War III. It's real simple.
Right.
That's why they're not enforcing that no fly zone rule, because it's going to begin World War III.
You are now watching, and at our level, we're watching the two tough kids really get into it right now. We're watching one bitch out try to call all his homies. That is just what you're watching right now. To the place to where,
for the people that don't know, you talking about NATO?
Mm-hmm.
All the niggas that they punk, now they're the homies.
Right? Because the thing is this, that a lot of people don't really feel about this, and I haven't even really dove off into this, but this is just a bit easy to pay attention to. If we had another North-South war, right, another civil war against the North and South, which we're about to have, right? Understand, Russia's not going to come over here and get in that business unless we're fucking up Russian shit. because nobody's paid attention the past 15 years. Actually, no. I'm gonna say the beginning of Obama's first term, Russia came over here and bought a lot of land.
And they stuck a lot of secret agents in play.
Man, Russia been over here forever. I mean, let's go back to
the 40s.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about strong and heavy in the like 70s and 80s, and with the sleeper cells and all that. Like,
the 40s. That's why I said the 40s.
No, but I'm saying
keep it up. They've been here ever since the Holocaust was ended.
Yeah, I'm saying.
We shut that shit down. We took half of his fucking intelligence. We took half of Hitler's intelligence and put him in there. They've been here, homie.
Yeah, I'm just talking about that strong. What was it, like a KGB versus FBI and CIA, and you know what I'm saying, in the 70s and 80s. And that era was specifically was like,
the 80s, 70s, 80s was heavy duty.
Yeah. For those who ain't seen it yet, you get a chance, go back and check out The Americans. It was on FX.
Yeah.
Go play that game.
I was
Call of Duty.
That
new game. That shit ain't no joke.
The KGB, man, them, they
better than the FBI.
What's the new game? What's the new game that I'm playing? The Call of Duty. And I'm fucking playing against shooting at the Russians right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit is vicious.
Yeah, were they testing people out to join the military? That's a simulation training module.
Yeah, well, they would come out and, you know, KGB agents turn into Americans, have kids out here who were then American citizens. Yep. Then once they came of age, turn them into agents, and now have more access because now they're American citizens. Got them into, you know.
Well, that's where the story Anna came from.
Yeah.
Anna was a third generation child where her parents were over here as spies, got killed, and she wanted to go and fucking lit the people up that fucking sent her parents over here.
You know, it's a trip too. The KGB, how they recruited like everybody. Like they recruited Americans, they recruited Africans, South Africans.
Like I said, you're watching two of the hardest motherfuckers in the yard bang heads right now.
Yeah, it's like the two toughest niggas on campus.
Yeah, and they ain't fighting yet. They sending all their peons and shit like that. So we in the lunchroom right now sitting, watching these fools fucking get down, and these fools are sitting back there in their little king chair talking about, yeah, go get it. Yeah, go get it. And it's a chess game right now.
Who's the baddest? Who's the baddest?
Yeah, who's the baddest? Who's got the biggest nuts? And Putin has already said, fuck you, because I ain't scared. I'll push this button in a minute. And that's what they fear. That's what they fear from us.
Yeah.
For us to be like, fuck that. We ain't taking no more of that shit. We finna whoop ass. And we're doing that too. I was just telling somebody the other day, man, we're about 8 months out from 1992.
Explain.
The motherfuckers was getting...
Yeah, go.
Well, I'll put it like this. You're looking at where the alpha male in America was very high, right? You're talking about 1992, the full, at the end of the crushing of early hip hop going into gangster rap, where shit was, as us city guys would say, it was hot time.
Yeah.
It was heated in the hood. Right?
Hot as a fucking 4th of July firecracker.
Yeah, the riots.
And I'm talking about the Mexican firecracker. Like, not none of the shit over there made down in Arizona.
That shit spread across the nation.
Yeah.
Where we had in the next 5 years, niggas was competing to be #1 murder capital.
Man, that's just nuts.
So
yeah, cause mid 80s going into the 90s. Boy.
Yeah.
The block stayed hot.
Yeah, real deal.
And you gotta remember, white folks were getting smacked up in the fucking streets for talking crap.
Yeah. They was getting jacked out the car. Get out that vehicle right now.
Right?
Yeah, they was nowhere in the hood the way they are nowadays.
I started the era in 90 with a hot 14.
That shit's fixing to cut down too. All
I'm
this
still here though.
Shit. They don't put them white folks in the middle of fucking hoods and think they safe. There ain't enough fucking police for them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The LA Police Department's fixing to get shut down.
You talking about corruption?
Again.
Gang shit, homie.
Yeah.
Gang units in the division.
There's more than
sheriffs,
all
all that.
32 gangs in the motherfucking LA Police Department, bro.
Yeah.
That's organized crime.
And that's been the case for how long? Like, you know what I'm
Forever.
saying? Yeah.
Let's say I'm 51.
60s, going back to the 60s. Nah, I take that back. Going back to the 30s. Nah, the 30s.
I can run with that.
I watch Blue Bloods. That shit go back to the 30s, nigga. It was just Billy Club then, though, nigga. Get your ass Billy Clubbed up.
They straight solicited Southern and Irish white men to come be police here.
Right.
Straight up.
Because there was nothing but black folks out here. Yes, there was nothing but black. That's when the Folsom people ran this shit out here. There was nothing but brothers on the West Coast. Nothing.
My great uncle was the first black officer in Utah.
See what I'm saying? But you look at it, that's why Oregon still has a constitution, no niggas allowed. Washington has one. Idaho has one. And Utah, you know they got one.
Yeah.
So everyone surrounding California has basically a bylaw in their own state constitution that niggas ain't supposed to be here. They stay in California.
You got 10% of niggas in Utah now. When I was there in the 80s, it was like 0.10%. Nigga was 13. I was 13 and went to Glendale Middle School, which was basically a fucking high school. Like seriously, the campus was high school. They had a volleyball team, basketball team, gymnastics, everything. Like, what the fuck? I'm looking around like, whoa. Go to lunch. It was like the Birdie Bunch cafeteria. Nigga, a tray and pick what you want.
Right.
With a ticket, I had everybody's tickets because I was eating niggas up and pop locking. Cali nigga killing niggas, getting a whole bunch of tickets, eating cheeseburgers and fries every day.
They didn't have none of the LAUSD coffee cakes over there.
Nah, hell nah. That was missed majorly. But I was the only black kid at the school. There was 4 other Negroes, color-wise, but them niggas was not Negroes.
Yeah,
they were some straight-ass Uncle Tom, some Uncle Tom Dudley ass type niggas. You heard what I said? Dudley from Different Strokes.
Carlton?
Oh my God, yes, Carlton. Just as black as his ass too. On the new Bel Air, yeah, just as black as that nigga too. But talking about, hey dude, so I look like what the fuck? What? I was like, I'm in the Twilight Zone. What the fuck? This nigga's blacker than me. Talking about, dude, are we gonna play basketball after school today? I was like, what? Oh, black chick. She was Mexican. Showed that out. But talking white.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Too much, dude. It was just, whoa, nigga. That shit was like, I was 13, too. It was like, what the? Had to beat this one white boy ass. Kept saying that N-word. Found out, little nigga got hands for you.
Oh, man. Yeah, man, there's a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of shit going on in this world.
Now it's cool to be in Utah if you're black. I don't know about that shit. You didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. There's Negroes there, but they be acting like it's cool to be in Utah. I'm like, I don't know about that.
It's crazy, dude. There's more Usos in motherfucking Utah.
Hey, it's a whole bunch. Tongans and Samoans. It used to just be Tongans. Because the Mexicans and Tongans used to have super duper gang rival shit going on, nigga, in junior high school. Because I grew up with a bunch of Mexican brown folks that was like familiar from when I went there at age 10, and then I had a couple years out summertime, and I lived there, so I had new people. Nigga, the essays and the Tongans was nigga getting it on.
Yeah, they stay thick out there, man. They stay thick out there.
Niggas deep Mexicans and South Islanders in fucking Utah. Like like, that's why if you look at BYU and Utah State,
The players, yeah.
always it's like,
Shit, shouts out to Hip Hop for the People. Positive Minded Apparel. You know what I'm saying? Constantly working on that, man. We constantly working on our gear.
hey, it's coming. It's coming. No, we're here.
You know, we got the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got music. We got the clothing. We got Birth of a Movement, the book, the movie coming. You know, we out here managing artists. Shouts out to Jordan King. You know,
Hey,
doing big things.
young artists out there, y'all really want to get down? Really about this hip and this hop? Tap in. We'll help you get it going. Young IMC Consultants. Get in touch with us. Let us help you.
IMC Exchange Incorporated. We got businesses.
Consultation, baby. Let's go. We'll take care of you.
Movement Material Publishing. Want to write a book? I got your back. You know what I'm saying?
Positive Minded Apparel. Custom creative designs and clothing. Urban wear for those that care.
You know, you want to get your royalty on? Do that too.
Royalty of the Pharaohs.
Holler at them.
You can grab it online at Royalty on the Pharaohs, or you can catch me on my Facebook at Kevin Mayfield Facebook. And look for the T tab.
And that is the real.
Yeah, man, we gotta support each other, man. We gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta hold each other up. I mean, you know, my brother's keeper. And that's not just brother BROTHA. You know, that's brothers, man. Like, no matter who you are, what you are, we support everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially those who support us. So,
Hey, B&B stands for Band of Brothers. We are doing our best to have brotherhood between us men. That's real men, not you niggas just with hair and balls.
I mean, that's all we've ever done is.
I mean that. Just because you got hair and balls
Don't
in your
mean you're a
face
man,
and don't mean you're a man.
It's in the book, but I'll tell it to you now. It's an honor to be a man, but along with that honor comes responsibility
And accountability.
and accountability. If you don't see it as an honor, then you don't see any responsibility.
You're not a man already.
Yeah.
Manhood start when you're young. That's why they call you young men. Hey, young man, how you doing? But when you're stupid and ignorant carrying on, you get called nigga. Hey, little nigga. So we're working on not even talking to our little brothers like that. That's why I address my people brethren.
We consistently talk about, you know, respect, old school
Get it.
values, you know what I'm saying?
Trojan.
Traditions that need to be kept alive, because without them, it's just
Like camping.
chaos.
Everybody should take their kids camping. It's a great experience in nature. You ain't got to go where the bears is at. If you're afraid of bears, you ain't got to go where the bears is at.
You're in California, you're about bears.
Huh? What's that?
You're in California, you're about bears.
Shit. Not in some of your local campgrounds. Got some raccoons and shit for that ass, though.
I mean, and the bears ain't only in the camping. Bears is everywhere.
Hell yeah, them niggas be in the city now. Niggas roaming.
I'm trying to do some back shit right now. You know, my Steven fell in like 2 months ago.
What?
And these motherfuckers supposed to come fix it, and they ain't fixed it. And like I said, the wind's blowing out here, and it's like 10 degrees in Colorado. I'm like trying to crash, and it's called mud and bitch. Like 2 seconds.
No, do. Yeah, man. Black and Brown Movement Radio Podcast, Third Eye Worldwide.
Positive minded attitude.
Radio. Beer and bullshit.
Spiritual street intellect. Positive energy. That's SSI _ positive _ energy. Sissy.
Yeah, check out my author pages, both on IG and on Facebook. On Facebook is just DeFranco Brox, BEFRANCO. First name, last name Brox. DFrancoBROCKS. That's for Facebook. On IG, it's DeFranco B Author. Yeah, so check out my author pages. I'm just pushing some content there. Also, again, pick up the book, man. Birth of a Movement. Pick it up on Amazon. Birth of a Movement. I'll shoot out a link. Put this podcast out on the YouTube page, and people be kind of lazy to be looking some stuff up, so that way you can just click the button and it'll take you right there. So March Madness coming up.
Yeah.
Watching the Pac-12 tournament, I should say. UCLA beat.
Hey, how is that right now? I have not got to catch any of that.
Yeah, UCLA beat Washington State earlier. Arizona barely beat Stanford. Stanford like 16-16, and
They trying to dick the Trojans right now with bullshit calls.
yeah, yep. Oh
Really?
no!
What?
Oh,
That's some bullshit.
bad,
Yeah,
folks.
you better fix that call, ref.
Our bad, folks. Like,
Garbage ass mother.
We watching the game and the podcast and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's
Good
March
D.
Madness, right? March Madness. It's been crazy in this college season. A lot of the top teams have been falling, and I was telling MadVerblz earlier or
You telling who?
the other day. MadVerblz, Mad Scientist, Black Spectre Gadget.
Black dude.
Black dude, all that. Remember we was talking, it was the mediocrity in college basketball because of the one and dones.
Yeah, so it's like a level playing field now.
Yeah.
Then you got all the transferring going on throughout the season and shit.
Yeah. Oh, the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Or is that just
That kid we got right now,
in
that Hill kid, he just transferred.
Okay.
He's like, they just showed the top 4, top 5 transfers this year.
Right.
That's balling. We got one of them, Boogie Hill, whatever his name is.
Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about our Lakers, man. We're not gonna do Laker. We're not doing all that. Yeah.
Please.
I'm gonna have to do that one again.
I even regret just mentioning them, but yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Heartbreak.
I mean, it goes from the top down, bro. It goes from ownership.
Linka not fucking
To
signing,
management.
not re-signing Caruso.
Yeah.
Lowballed the hell out of him. 2 years, 15 million.
Bunch of wrong moves. I love Brody, but he was never the fit. I don't know why they try. I'm gonna say try.
Oh, LeBron wanted him.
Yeah, LeBron. AD,
It was clearly noted. LeBron
But
made that move,
and that's a mistake on his part.
but not really, because the problem, dude, again, like you said,
They let him do it.
the coaching.
They let him do it.
Yeah, and they let him do it. Management let him do it, but the coaching did not put the right rotations together. Never, bro. You seen it could happen. He did it a couple times, and but why didn't he never make that team 2? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's time to
just
change
a
the
lot of
coach.
mistakes. Then you got that what is it called? The Showtime or whatever. It's a TV series on HBO Max or whatever about the Lakers Showtime era. But it's not sanctioned by the Lakers, and it's not sanctioned by the NBA. And they talking about how they showed Jerry West, like in a real bad light in his early years in management and coaching with the Lakers. Yeah, it's a trip, man. I guess.
Shit.
Yeah. So we'll move on from that. But hey, baseball's back. Baseball's back. I was reading that the players probably wanted to play so much and wanted to get paid so much that they probably got screwed in the collective bargaining agreement overall.
Because they was dumb again.
Yeah, they didn't want to hold out. They took what they can get. And, the owners, man.
The plantation owners.
Man, the owners in these sports, they just be. It's just like the rest of the systems in this fucking country, man. They're all fucking broken. It's all money, based on money. Everything's money. Healthcare system, the educational system. Like, how is it that you know, you got to go into debt to get a degree. Then you get out of college, you can't even get a job
with a degree
in your field. And because you know what they tell you, right? They tell you that
that shit is hilarious.
In order to get that job, you need to have experience. So I go into debt to get a degree to work in a certain field, but I can't even work in that field because I have no experience. But imagine I go into this field with experience and I can get a job and decent pay, but I can't get that upper echelon pay because I don't have what?
Education.
So it's like, what the fuck is going on?
The nigga said,
denied.
Oh!
Yeah, this is, yeah.
That is called the system.
Yeah.
That part.
Yep.
You were meant to be confused.
And controlled.
And controlled, which goes to the second word I was going to use. Fuck.
That was it. Fuck.
That was the second word.
I love that word. Fuck. Yes, that word is awesome. Fuck. Yes, give it a hand. Fuck. Love to do it too when opportunity permits.
Trojans
Yes.
pulled it out, baby. Trojans pulled it out.
Defense.
Yep. Servitude. Because your whole education now, just for you to get what? Like you said, a good job.
Good job. I got a good job, man. I got a good job. I can pay my rent. I'm good, man. I'm good.
But you can't get that good job. You can't get that good job because you don't have no experience, even though you got a degree.
Well,
so
when you're honest with it,
yeah.
Who gets the experience and who doesn't?
Well, we know.
Because there's only certain people that reach
get the experience,
echelon situations, right?
The special kids that's in the fraternity. They got all the network connections. That's why they pledge.
Like, I mean, it's such an entwined quilt of bullshit, deception, subjugation, and misdirection to keep you.
Would you say the dog chasing his tail? I can get it. Wait a minute. I almost got it. Wait. Oh shit, couldn't get it.
That's all they do to the people. But in the past 3 years, the people have been waking up.
Wake up.
There's so much.
Get up.
I don't want to say it. Like, I tell you right now, as Americans, we're blacked out to the rest of the world. Meaning, how often, and I say within the past 3 years, and especially since the COVID kicked in, and they start talking about it worldwide and stuff like that. We don't see news from anywhere else unless it's shit like this that they want us to see.
And that's why I tell people to watch Vice.
Because, I mean, for the past week, the Queen was supposed to have been dead again.
What happened? What happened?
She's supposed to have caught COVID again.
Wow.
But there's a bunch of shit with that over there, too.
Right.
Because of the Putin shit
Not
now.
telling.
4 or 5 years ago, I think it was a meteor or something that blew up over Russia or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But
I remember that.
A lot of people got sick. A lot of people.
With the shit,
Right.
already with the fucking radiation from Chernobyl, and then that shit went 10 times beyond what it was.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So
they show that shit on Vice, bro.
But it makes you wonder what's at Chernobyl now.
Dude, that's
because that was the first place Putin went and got.
Bro, I'm just gonna put it to you like that. It's getting fucking scary. I ain't scared, but it's getting scary because people ain't paying attention to what's really in progress.
I mean, it's coming here.
Dude, I'm playing the Call of Duty game, and this shit is on. The game is covering the whole shit. We just
We're
went
not
to
having-
Kyiv in Ukraine.
Mhm. We're not going to have a nuclear war, but we're going to have a ground war.
Oh, a what war?
A ground war.
Oh no, it ain't gonna just be ground, nigga. It's gonna be some missiles and shit. They won't be nuclear, but they gonna be some missiles, nigga.
On the ground.
No, there's
Like,
gonna
the
be
thing is
airplanes
this.
dropping missiles. You forgot.
On the ground. It's a land fight, right? So in that, you're looking at America never having war brought to it. Do you know how much shit's fishing gets destroyed?
Hope they blow all them gentrified buildings up. Real spit.
And metropolitan cities are going to be the main targets. They've always said that. Ever since I was in and for us being in LA kids, we had little drills when we were kids, get down under the table and shit like that. Just to pay the
Real
bills
spit.
down.
That's for real.
So that shit's fixing to hit the wall and the fan, like in a major way.
That's why that no-fly zone shit ain't been invoked.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're starting to shut you down.
Once they shoot one Russian plane down, then China's gonna take over, be it Taiwan, and then niggas is coming through the Pacific Ocean and shit's going down like a motherfucker.
Well, you're fixing to have free travel again. So all the information and stuff that people have been able to get around the world and shit like that. Bro, you finna hear some crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about media, you could look at
And their propaganda they've been doing.
Yeah, you could look at just the networks like Fox versus like CNN. They're both controlled. They're both owned. You know what I'm saying? You got government control, and forget that. It's beyond that. It's about it's money. Whoever has and actually, you know what? It's even beyond that. It's power. Whoever has the power, money is part of it, and politics is part of it.
Money.
Yeah, they're the ones that control the narrative.
I mean, that comes into back to the rabbit hole thing.
Yeah.
Now you're talking central bank. Now you're talking how they control people through propaganda and religion. Now you're talking about the system. And then you have to look at which system around the world do you happen to live under.
Multiple.
Because everybody's escaping their system to come live under our system. Because our system is the most lax.
Yeah.
So now that how do I put it this way? Now these people have come here and we've been here, and it's like, okay, how it's trying to be done is all of you that have been here, you're going to die off and we're going to replace you with these people we're bringing over here. But nobody's checking the people that they're talking about bringing over here. Everybody's still caught up on Trump's racist. We don't want Biden gone and shit like that. Everybody's missing the shit that racist Biden is doing. And they have so many black, brown, even the Asian, with their heads stuck so far up their ass, waiting and hoping on something to happen because black ass Kamala Harris is in there. And she ain't black. But they're waiting on them to do something, i.e., now we look like the nigga everybody says we are. Now you're begging. You know what I'm saying? To the point right now, bro, they're killing us left and right. And that's anybody with the lighter complexion. Shit, you can be Mexican just light and kill a nigga and get away with it. George Zimmerman still walks these streets to this day. It's just everybody is not like, and because of the, I guess the talks that we have, and I guess where our heads are at with the metaphysical and the whole nine, like I'm beginning to understand it to the fullest of what this mind, body, and spirit situation is, because as far as the world, it's attacking you on mind, body, and spirit. And if you're not right, they're going to get you sick. If you're not right, they're going to do something to you. You're going to lose your mind. If you're not right and just lose your mind, now you go to jail for the rest of your life.
Because you ain't getting off with that mental shit.
They're fucking with you, mind, body, and spirit. And the whole thing that I hate to even press on it, but the way that it's happening, you can't call it nothing else. To call it anything else is straight denial of what the fuck you see.
I mean, we was born into slavery.
Mm-hmm.
The whole birth certificate thing.
Yep.
You know they keep the birth certificates in a vault, guarded, armed guards.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, it's been that way.
With the uterus of your mother attached to it.
I didn't know that part.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way they can do it. That is the birth. They got the certificate of that birth.
That's
Birth
crazy.
meaning you came out. You're the ship that is breaching your mother's walls, coming out into the ocean of the world. Now, because a lot of people are now finding out that if you don't understand law to a certain point, you're going to be in a more fucked up position, because they're taking rights from us left and right.
Yeah.
And the more you're not standing up for it, oh, you don't want that? I'll take that. Oh, you didn't know you had that? I'll take that too. So the thing is like, when they're done doing that and they got you back up against the wall and you go like, hey, I got rights. No, we took them a little while ago when you said that we can do this to your kids. When you said that, we took that along with that.
Yeah.
When we locked you down and said that you need a fourth vaccination, and we said that you got da-da-da-da-da, yeah, that was part of that policy. That's gone too.
Well, I mean, you said mind, body, and soul, right? So, really, you know, mind is yours technically.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They
just,
yeah, to an extent, if you allow it, they'll control that. Body is theirs. The body is theirs,
everything's 80% mental, 20% physical.
but the soul, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they may have this world, but God, you know, it's up to you.
But listen, they have your mind. They have you either controlled or binded to religion, or you're programmed through TV and social media. They have your body in prison. They have your body in prison because you live here and you work for a living. Understand, just because you live and are directed by a constitution, that constitution does not free you. The only person that gives you freedom is God, and He gave you that already. They've had your body from the first time they put you under law.
Right. That's it, right there.
Right now,
and they
right now,
they write the laws. We don't write the laws. Right. They make it. Yeah.
Right. So now the fight is this. It is your spiritual being. Because your spiritual being is the only one that can set you free from all of that.
Yep. That's why.
But understand how they're attacking your spiritual.
Yep.
They've changed the vibration of your music. They changed the vibration of the planet almost by making all these material situations and putting in a 4G, 3G, 5G. You live in a whole different magnetic spectrum than we're supposed to live. They've been fucking with the body so much that the soul is weakened.
Right.
Because there's certain nature things that the body needs to energize the soul. There's certain teachings that the brain gets to energize the soul. and they have been doing everything to take it away and put you in a little box to where all you think about is material things and taking your ass to work. Because 2 generations ago, people
The
started taking
Matrix
care
is
of
a
their
fucking
kids.
cold thing.
Hey, real quick. Cheers to that. Truth be told, cheers.
I know I'm on a tangent.
No,
But I've been on one. I've been on a thing lately because this whole thing as it's
But we on the
starting
same
to
page
pan
though.
out.
We on the same
Yeah.
page.
Yes, because as this shit keeps shaking out the tree, bro, it's getting uglier and uglier.
Yeah.
See a whole bunch of
Guns
fucking
done went up. Everything. It's stupid. Inflation, like the whole, like, look, us still being under the central banking system, right? Understand they can print $10 trillion tomorrow, right? Put it in the system. What
make
that
that shit
does
to
is,
100 trillion.
well, what happens is once they throw it into the pot, they're getting it right back.
Which is
Whatever
why
they put in the pot.
they're throwing it into the pot.
Keep throwing money, yes.
Every night niggas go to sleep, the money is moving, bro. Motherfuckers is getting pennies on the dollar while they getting 10,000 pennies on the dollar.
They print that shit like the newspapers.
They in the market. Nigga moving. Nigga, it's a whole bunch of shit going on right now.
Yeah.
But the market is so fucked up right now because of this bullshit ass war. And okay, look, again, let me think of the movie. Oh, bro, on a bigger scale, we're watching a fucking Marvel comic book right now of the villains versus the good guys, but there ain't fucking good guys.
Yeah.
Each one of the guys, each one of these cats count.
Watching
Yeah,
the
each one of
Endgame,
these
but there ain't
guys
no Avengers. Where the Avengers at?
That part.
Nigga, Thanos,
Okay, you know
Thanos is running around with just rogue.
Okay, look. It's like this, and this is on the real. The cats that fought with Thanos, the rock creatures and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Thanos had to conquer them for them to follow him.
Right.
We're looking at that battle right now. We're looking at they're throwing everything but the kitchen sink so they don't go to nuclear war. Because, bro, it's coming to the point to where all the cards are on the table. And once all the cards are off the table, there's going to be one card left. And the one holding that card, it puts the other one to the point of shit or get off the pot.
So what you saying is, excuse me. What you're saying is, the gauntlet's been made.
Okay.
He's got like 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones. He's already been using them. So the last stone is what he needs to snap his fingers and
It's over with.
it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Russia's back.
What I mean by shit or get off the pot, exactly. Russia now becomes the main. Communism becomes the world power.
Old Russia's back. We'll be back.
USSR.
And how have they been able to do that undercover? By letting China buy everybody's debt and move in. Because everybody in America just acts like China's not fucking communist.
Right.
China has fucking been laying in the bed with Russia fucking since the Cold War.
Yeah.
That's right there.
So look what happens, right? When we were talking about earlier, NATO, right? So 141 countries are in NATO, and 34 countries have abstained, while 5 countries have joined, Russia. So of the 34 countries that abstained, that just
They ain't doing nothing.
We're
They
not
just
picking a side.
being pussies.
One of those countries is China.
Because China don't have to pick a side.
Right.
Their side is already chosen.
Exactly.
Because look, when it comes to that, reason why I say they don't have to pick a side, fuck, they own our debt.
Yeah.
To the point to where they're collecting in land across the world. The only reason they're in motherfucking Africa is because they took our land.
Right.
The only reason they're in fucking Haiti is because they're on our land. And all they've been doing, it's like the game of fucking, what's that? Control and conquer.
Risk.
Yes.
One of my favorite games.
A little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit here.
And you gradually move in.
Right. While America's
he's only got two things over there.
Yeah.
You mob it. You got 5. You go take that nigga down if you're able. You might get surprised fucking around with that nigga with only 2 and get your ass fucked up.
And that has been the game. That's because, bro.
I got that shit on my Nintendo Switch.
This whole COVID shit came from a fucking war game.
Yeah.
Hey, you just said it. That was the first movie, war game. Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, all this shit came from a fucking war game.
And it all was supposedly a digital accident. Started with a digital footprint, nigga.
Ferris Bueller was not taking that day off, though.
Not at all, nigga. That nigga was in there.
Yeah, he was full tilt on that one.
It's just all coming full circle right now. And I'm really sitting back like,
who's gonna do what?
As I mark each event, because a lot of it I called. And now that I'm sitting here marking it, I just fucking, me and my boy, I think we're looking for land out of America right now. Because if America becomes what's the word I'm looking for? A fenced-in state.
I'm going to Mexico.
Y'all can't go nowhere.
I went to Mexico, my grandmother's funeral, just before the end of February. And my aunt, she took me down to Mexico. She got a house down there, and she just purchased some lots of land. Yeah, the way they do things down there, I mean, it's already cheaper. Everything's cheaper. The materials, the labor, everything, way better cost of living. It's hella cool. Everyone's talking, hollering on cartel. They don't fuck with nobody. If you ain't cartel, if you ain't fucking with them and they money,
you ain't selling dope. You ain't got nothing to worry about.
They not fucking with you.
You ain't got nothing to worry about.
You know what I'm saying? The police don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You going down there with a little bit of money from here, you doing good.
Yeah, you go out there and get in somebody's way.
I'm a nerd in these commercials.
It's a problem.
And that's just it. Like, they have made it to the point, and I gotta throw it all the way across the board, because there's 2 aspects to this. There's poverty. There's the people that's in poverty, meaning everybody in fucking America that don't make $100,000 a year is in poverty.
Yeah.
So, in that point right there, the divide, I won't say divide, but the ignorance of the system that they programmed of you being better than the other person because you have a better material thing.
Definition of ignorance.
Right? The fact that they've made this hierarchy and totem pole is now getting chopped down. And as a black male, I will laugh, because what's happening is we're always the one that the joke is about. We're always the one that they're making fun of. We're always the one. We're the butt of everything, right? But the natural goodness of people, shall I say, that knows right from wrong, is seeing it point blank, and they're being told, if you think that I'm wrong, then we can't be friends, meaning I'm fixing to make sure you don't got no money, and I'm fixing to take whatever white privilege you think you have. Or when I say that, I mean just white people, because there's Mexicans who think they're white, there's black people who think they're white, there's even Asians who think they're white.
Twinkies.
Right. And those right now are the main enemy because they're on our level. And the best way that they've been able to do that is keep them in our fucking face so they don't get fucked with. Because as adults, you will all stop wanting to be treated like fucking kids, and you're gonna want to talk to the motherfucker that's doing the business. Because I know if I got a situation with the little kid and little boy, go bring your daddy back over here.
Yeah.
So understand, right now, as a grown 51-year-old man, I know I'm being treated like a 10-year-old when it comes down to me being free, having the financial independence that I should have and deserve, and to be able to talk to whatever God I fucking feel.
Right.
And those are the three things. If they control those three things, they control you completely. And they have two of those three. Yeah. And the only reason they're kind of holding on to a third is the fact that your material items and the way that you feel and deal with to get those items keep you in your spirit binded.
Only if you weak.
Because they all say,
only if you let it.
I'll just go to church. Yeah. But that's
only if you let it.
Yeah, that's if you weak.
Yeah.
You're taught it from birth because your parents are in it. Their parents were in it. Look, we're 500 years of false teaching of religion.
Oh boy.
6,000 incomplete.
Totally a bummer on that shit. That's a bummer. Cause you got a bunch of dumbass kids out here that really believe that bullshit.
Right, because to keep it a buck, religion is just a science.
That's it. Politics and science.
It has nothing to do with anything spiritual.
Nothing at all.
It's not even correct history.
Well,
so in that, you have people that have their thought process.
Only part of it is spiritual with the creating, God creating it. Other than that, some other shit.
So here's a question I have for you, Kev.
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we the
You're wrong.
Are we the ones that hold that last Infinity Stone?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
They can't they can't even finish that.
We that 1% of the 99% that they can't.
Yeah. And I'll put it to you like this. The reason why right now melanin is so important on this planet. Understand, melanin went up. It's $480 something an ounce right now, higher than gold. Then the only way you can get melanin is to extract it from a black body.
Why you think all these kids are coming up disappearing?
That's one. Two. Fuck the Holocaust. Them bitches only lost 6,000 people. I'm still losing people.
No disrespect to the Jewish community and the culture, and you know what I'm saying? No disrespect at all. We love y'all, but the real is the real shit. We've lost way more than you guys did.
And there's one thing about melanin is that it's not only in the color of your skin, but it's in mentality.
It's in everything.
No, it is. But hear what I'm saying.
Everybody's DNA.
It's not just a physical thing. It's not just a tangible thing, but it's a mentality. And what I mean by that is, you know, you can not be black and still have a mentality of someone that's melanated. Now,
Maybe a culture vulture, but yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying are those that, you know, are how can I put it? Down with the cause.
Imitating?
No. There are those. There are all those that you're speaking of. You're absolutely correct in that. But I'm saying there's those who. Okay, I read an article about slavery.
I get what you're saying about mentality. I get you.
Yeah. I mean, because I read an article about slavery and about like poor white trash, so to speak, you know, back in the day, and how they were played, so to speak. They were played in multiple ways. First of all, they were, you know, put to a level of slaves. And one of the examples, there's some stories that I've heard, you know, in history where, let's say like on the farm level, where, you know, it was white folks and slaves, and even after emancipation, so-called, whatever, where they were pushed to the side, you know, I guess you can say it was on like a class level.
Hell no.
What do you mean?
Not like that, but meaning, okay. I'll try to do this in less than a minute. 54 years before slavery, they start trying to enslave the Aboriginal people here. That didn't work. This is where you get, what's that fucking town? It's a town that just fucking up and disappeared. Because they brought some motherfuckers over here, left them over here, thought they was going to come over here and colonize, and the motherfuckers got smoked. So when they came over 13 years back, found out there was nobody in Roanoke. The town of Roanoke, right?
Virginia?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So understand. Now listen to where I'm coming with this. Now, this is the first part of the induction of, how do I say, slavery, right? Because they were trying to do it here. Because slavery was already around the world at the time. The Arabs were already in play, right? So now you get the time of the Moors are kicking the shit out the Spaniards. And they're at full fucking war over there, right? So the Spaniards are trying to find another place to fucking go. This is where you get Christopher Columbus, who never made it here, right? So now we'll flip back to the European coming here. Understand, that wasn't the good European that came here. They emptied out the prisons and the jail, put the motherfuckers on boats, say, get the fuck out of here. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah,
Because
no, I'm well aware of that. I'm talking about
the Irish people
later on in history.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting to that. Because the Irish folks that they sent there, I'm getting to that right now. The Irish folks that they sent here came here as an indentured servitude. They came here on the original slavery plan, contract, right? So in that meaning, when they got done being indentured servants, they were given land, they were given money, and they were given another contract. Stay here for another 5 years, we'll give you some more land.
Yeah.
So automatically, those people were already given $1 million reparation. Those people took that money and started unions. Unions off the top, the first 15 to 100 years, didn't allow no niggas in it. All the mining and the steel work that was originally done between the Irish, the Italian, and the fucking Rockefellers and the Chase. Rockefeller's fucking Italian, Chase is fucking Irish.
Yeah, I mean, that whole union thing was a whole nother fucking game in itself.
The whole union thing is where it comes into where you can say it became a class thing, because that's something that they like to use. That is when it's, keep it a buck. That's when the Irish became white.
Yeah.
Irish were not white. For anybody to call themselves white, that is an identity. Just like you said, the melanin is a state of mind. White is an identity.
Right. Absolutely.
Other than your nationality.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you come here to be white because your people are honorary white. This is why people say, oh, it's a class thing, because they're dodging the racism in it. The blatant racism in it. Because at the same time that you make these unions and shit, the slaves were supposed to be freed. What did they do to the slaves? Oh, we start hanging these niggas.
Right.
This is when the police is formed. This is when Seneca Village and all these other places are flooded out and people are killed.
Yep.
Rosewood burnt down.
It never really ended.
It hasn't ended. You're correct.
It never really ended.
The only thing that's different now is they're not fucking dusting off full fucking towns of black people and flooding the city. And nobody's saying nothing. Because now when they do it, they're going to lose some white folks too. Because what has happened is, like I said, that $100,000 barrier. Oh, I got whites, Mexicans, Asians living all around me. So in that, you can't pick and choose if you're going to get rid of that. Because the thing is, bro, we're the ultimate problem here, supposedly.
And why is that?
There wouldn't be no crime.
Why is that?
If it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be none of this. You know what I'm saying?
If you think about it, though, the auction, and Kaepernick touched on it in his Netflix.
Plantation auction?
Yeah, the auction just switched to
The football field.
Right.
The draft.
Yeah.
Entertainment. With
The lottery.
sports.
The lottery.
Yeah.
It became 48 laws of power, and you niggas watch our auction on TV, and now you sit in front of your TV with your family and friends, and you root on these niggas out here killing each other. Because ultimately, we keep a slave master on the field. We call him the quarterback.
Which is why, to this day, there's still a problem with the black quarterback.
That's why the NFL's fucked up. That's why the NBA is fucked up. Everybody's called out the past 5 years since Sterling got cracked in motherfucking as a Clipper, the Clipper owner. Since he got cracked, look at how many of them motherfuckers have been called out for their racism.
Here's a thing. Here's a thing to think about and to talk about.
All the way down to high school. Bro, that shit shook all the way down to high school. Where the college coaches started, getting busted for fandangling with the little boys.
Yeah.
And on that racist shit also.
You just
And on that racist shit.
you brought something to my mind. LeBron James. And
Bitch ass nigga. Meant good. He meant good. I give it to him. He meant good. But then white folks control his fucking mouth. He ain't as hard as he say he is. And my thing is this: they don't give a fuck. You supposed to be the goat. You supposed to be the. They shouldn't scare you like they scared you, homie. If your homeboy stood right here and said, "Fuck y'all ain't kicking me out of fucking being a manager. I got the highest fucking LeBron is my number one fucking client. So you're gonna try to get rid of me so you can get him? He ain't fixing to fuck with none of y'all." To understand, LeBron went at it right, but he let him get in his ass.
With the booty, yo.
That's why I give him no respect. None. To me, that's a coon. High level coon.
What'd you say?
Because in this situation, if they gave that nigga a chance, that nigga would be president tomorrow. Still do
that
nothing
nigga said he is a motherfucking Don King in the basketball uniform.
There you go, and everybody knows how Don King was.
The great America, motherfucker out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah.
well,
Don
I mean,
King was
that's
the
what
biggest
happens
winner in fucking boxing.
when they start giving them, some money and a little bit of fake power.
For a black person, all you gotta do is give them shine. Black people don't get power. Show me somebody black in politics or TV with real power. Just like I thought. Silence.
Here no
There ain't no. We don't get power like that, bro.
They
closest
get
we
a
get to power
position.
right now?
They get a position,
Yes.
some level of power,
Yes.
but no power.
You get to see power.
You get to sit
Everybody
around
think
all the
Oprah got
power. Yeah, you get to sit at the
Oprah ain't
table.
even got power.
You get to sit at the table with the power.
That's it. And then you don't even sit at the big table. You sit at the little table.
Yeah, you're over at the kid table and shit.
Because ultimately, in the end, you're just a nigga with some money. You're just a
Michael
Mexican
Jordan.
with some money. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're just a stick with some money. You're just a wetback with some money.
You're just a Twinkie with some money.
The fact that we're here, right? And the coolest part about it is, and this is what really fucks me up deep down. This is what I think what really fucking irks my soul. if so many people know what's going on and know the mistreatment of a certain group of people, and that one group of people is busy fighting for everybody else, but there's no reciprocation.
Right.
Everybody sees
Are you
that
talking
this
about
hammer
us?
is fixing to, but this hammer is fixing to come down on everybody. And for everybody not to be like, hold up, if we don't fucking start protecting these motherfuckers, or at least acting right, we're all fixing to get smashed. And they're gonna get their little 10% people, 1% of people living. Because the rest of us will wipe each other out. They don't have to do it. That's the fucking game. That's the end game right there. That's the end game right now. Look at everything. Like how y'all was talking the Putin thing. Do you know how much of that shit is so fucking backwards? You got a nigga right now in Detroit talking about, I'm ready to go fight for Ukraine. Damn ass nigga.
They ain't gonna let a nigga on the train.
They trying to put him on the plane right now. They trying to put him on the plane right now. But like the fact that people are thinking about way across the water instead of what's going on right across the street. This is how they got Americans lost in the sauce. And when I say Americans, I mean everybody here pre-immigrant. Mexican, white, and other. Pre-immigrant. And I'll say 25 years pre-immigrant. Everybody that they brought in so far in the past 25 years have done nothing but step on our faces to get a step up. And then turned around and spit in our face.
Very sad for all y'all who have done that. Karma goes two ways, bad and good.
Yeah. And good.
You got me over here somber and shit.
My bad, dog. I be like that too.
It's good.
Very,
I mean, it's good.
It's very like disheartening. Like the thing that fucks with me the most is I have to see it on our level. Meaning, friends that I thought were friends, family members that I thought were settled and down. You see, you can't like, and I put it to you like this, bro. Once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. We're fucking wide awake. We're true. Wide awake, bro.
Yeah,
watching all these people sleep, and no matter what we say, they want to stay asleep.
Yeah,
they're on the snooze
I
button
understand.
hard.
I fully
They got their
understand.
finger glued on the snooze
Ignorance is
button.
bliss. Yes, I definitely understand. Ignorance is bliss.
That's just real. Foolish fools.
yeah.
And it's sad because it is people I care about, and I don't. I just told one of my homeboys that I've been friends with for a long time, bro. I can't even fuck with you because I thought you were more intelligent than that.
I mean, the perfect analogy is the Matrix. You just said once you woke, you can't go back to sleep.
You can't go back to sleep.
Once you take that fucking, which is it, the
Red
pill, and once they pull you out the fucking concubine thing or whatever,
Out of the
Nigga, you fighting.
and they take the plugs out.
amnio fluids.
Yeah, I mean, you can plug back in, but
You ain't gonna relate.
you can't.
You're not gonna relate.
You've seen the real fucking world. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Once you've been there, you can't go back. I can't unsee this.
Look, it
You
was.
can't unsee that shit. Yeah, that part. It's like seeing an old wrinkled up motherfucker naked. It's like you're fucked up bad, but you can't erase it.
Burn in your brain forever, yeah. But I mean, there was that one dude, if you remember, in the first Matrix, with the little Fu Manchu goatee, whatever, where he was like, he snitched on him and shit, and he told him to put him back. Remember? He had the meeting with the agent dude, and he's
Mistake. You talking about what's his name? Lieutenant on
Yeah.
Bad Boy.
and he's like, you know, I know it ain't real. Yeah, I know it ain't real, but the shit still tastes good. and but he told him in the deal, I'm gonna snitch, or I'm gonna give you their location, whatever, and I want you to plug me back, and I want you to make me rich and whatever, important, whatever.
Yeah.
He was an
But
asshole.
the main thing he said, make sure that I don't remember nothing. That was it. So, yeah, I mean, that ain't possible I mean, you see what happened to him.
I mean, it is. But understand, he never forgot because that motherfucker came back and forth.
Right. and also,
Listen,
his
there's no
plan.
such thing as forget. It's impossible. That's why forgiving and forget is like, that's just fucking stupid. You can forgive a
When you say
motherfucker,
the
but
Bible,
you're not gonna really forget what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
You won't sit there marinating in your brain thinking about it, but it's there.
It'll always be there.
And as soon as a motherfucker does something related to that situation,
it's gonna remind you of
exactly.
it. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So there's no such thing
That's
for
right.
real as forget. You can suppress
That's
some
why we
shit.
say I can forgive you.
You
but I
can
ain't
suppress
never
some
gonna
shit
forget.
so that you ain't thinking about it, but it's there.
All the time. Correct. I forgive you, but I ain't never gonna forget.
Yeah, that part. And then after that, I'm fucking with you from a distance, a long distance.
So
Long distance, but
what-
that's it though.
what we want to leave the people with on this one? What's the lasting memory that they can suppress? That
Wake
they
the
can
fuck
suppress?
up. Get your finger off the fucking snooze
Start
button.
getting their shit together. Because I'll be another buck with you. Everything that said was conspiracy 10, 15 years ago is holding out to be true. So I think a lot of people need to pull their ass out of TV and the national media and the propaganda that they're shooting around and go do their own research.
And go
before
to
they
check out
shut
the
down
underground
internet.
news and shit, you dummy.
Yes, find you some underground news. Get
Hey.
on your DuckDuckGo, which is a website search engine that's not controlled by Google. Now, understand my last one here.
Vice News
Your
is good
whole
shit,
life
man. Yeah, I'll be
It's
tripping.
controlled through Google. Everything that your work computer processor goes through, your Windows and all that shit goes through Google.
Government.
Google is now under government hand, and they have the finger on the pulse. They've been watching these algorithms for the past 5 years and have gotten real tight with some shit because of the underground shit that is bypassing the shit that they put on the national stand.
That would be the black net.
That would be us, yes. And the fact that you're able to tell,
Or they
as
call
we
it, they call it the dark web.
the dark web, huh? Look, bro. Hold on. Before I get to that, we're able to decipher the sheeple from real people like that. We're able to decipher the
So the
motherfuckers like
sheeple.
quick.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
The sheeple? Them is dumbass sheep, nigga. That's just being misled by the blind.
Yeah. Because the dumb part of it all, like, when you say that, like when you say the dark web, remember, the dark web has come to light because of cryptocurrency.
Right, because a lot of
A lot
money
of
was
people
moving to
just-
crypto in the black
A
web.
lot of people just realized that you only have 30% of the internet. You're only able to access 30% of the actual internet here in America. Other countries have less.
Yeah, just like we're only have our technology is 10 years behind. What's fed to the public, I should say.
I'm like, nigga,
Right.
subway system, nigga, we 30 years behind.
Well, real quick though, I wanted to go back to Dr. Rosie and her library, her bookstore. We saw the book,
What? Pale horse?
The Pale White Horse.
Tells all that
Have you
shit.
guys read that?
Tells it all in
I've
there.
read some of it, haven't read the whole thing. I asked Dr. Rosie because she had it on her shelf. She's got a bunch of dope books, bro. And
Oh, that book
I need
was
to
for
go.
purchase.
yeah,
Bought it.
yeah.
I need to go. Where's she at? She out there by y'all?
Yeah,
Manchester, Normandy.
yeah. You would like her.
Oh,
yeah.
I know exactly that bookstore. It gets the brother Joe has talked about it. A couple other places talked about it.
Yeah, so she had the Pale White Horse, and I even asked her. I was like, "Have you read it, Dr. Rose?" She's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "It was hard to get."
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go
Yeah.
and scoop it. And
now understand, here's another thing. In the past 3 years, they've been wiping the internet and getting rid of books, historical books.
Yep. Holocaust, they trying to keep that shit.
Yes, they're trying to keep shit hidden right now because of our generation kicking this knowledge. Right now, the thing that I'm beginning to understand, and I laugh at it now that I kick this knowledge like I kick it. Our history has always been told verbally. It wasn't until they wanted to change that and the way shit was done, it became written on paper.
Before verbally, it was
pictures.
It was drums.
Yeah, drums and pictures.
Yeah. So it was told, musically, pictures, art. Yeah, verbally. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, I think at my level of awokeness, I would say,
So the
to
other
sit
book
back and
that
watch it unfold is crazy.
So the other book that I asked you was Americans for the Black Book.
Oh, I got a couple books for y'all to look up.
This is a
Get you
discourse.
Get you the Black's Law Dictionary too. You gonna need that.
This is a discourse about the human beings who are bred in America to be slaves, their abandonment, their continuing lack of leadership, and investigation into the persistent after effects of slavery.
And go get the birth of a movement because the forward gives you a history of
this shit right here.
Afro-Latino influence on the world. It gives you the breakdown of black and brown historically. It gives you a breakdown of the conquistadors and their time frames and their regions that they control.
Does that mean we can go? We'll probably have this on in the green room or black room. But the whole Mason Illuminati part of all this, and the fact that fools are trying to be part of it.
They dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell, yeah.
They've been trying to recruit MadVerblz for a minute.
Them niggas be hitting my page all the time. Hell the light. Hell these nuts, niggas. Hell the SSI. Hell the SSI positive energy of these nuts.
Little do they know.
Hell Jesus, nigga. And I mean that because I'm breathing because of God, who is also Jesus. And the faith I had in him saying my life was protected. Didn't say nothing was gonna happen.
The wrong one.
So I caught 14, but he told me I'll be good. And guess what? I'm good to the motherfucker.
They trying to recruit the wrong one, and I say trying because
they gonna keep failing. I got the 48 laws of black empowerment. It's been within me, and now I'm about to increase it by reading this shit. It was in me naturally, but now I'm getting ready to get the book knowledge to elevate it.
Not only do we encourage people out there to read, but we encourage people to write.
Hey, and we say black and brown for all you ignorant, simple-minded motherfuckers. We IMC. I mean, international, multicultural, worldwide.
No borders, no boundaries, no limits, and no gimmicks.
No fucking whack MCs.
Yeah. All right, folks, man. We coming up on 1.5 and
1.5 on that ass.
Yeah.
We on the 1 deuce 8 right now. Deuce 5 counting. Block love. Cause we all in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. It's just us. Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So
from Compton to West Adams Historic District, nigga, we represent.
As always, truth be told, Big Kev.
Always in the building.
Man, spitting that truth to the folks. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it.
Double B, we missed you. Yeah, and you definitely would enjoy this segment, but tap in, brother. Tap in. Like my brother for STMB say, tap in. Go down the rabbit hole with us.
Shouts out to those that we love, those who love us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And 5 times.
Yeah. So, you know, what we always say when we end our podcast, folks.
We say,
one
love, one movement. Bless up, world.
Representing non-militant, spiritual street intellect.
That's a sign.
Thoughts of the government make me mad. Because it's supposed to be. Supposed to be the land of the free
and the home of the brave.
Still modern day slaves.
Living in huts and
caves. You end up in the grave. Supposed to be
the land of the free and the home of the brave. It's not living in
huts and caves. I end up getting paid. Time has come for our people to rise up, wake up, open your eyes up. So right there, we just said it, just in that little verse. Wake up, open your eyes up. The bombs are bursting in the air right now in Ukraine. It's proof that the world's still there. So, can you see the Star Spangled Banner?
Star Strangled Banner.
You already know.
One love, one movement.
One love, one movement.
We
Bless
out.
up, world. Peace.
This is an introduction to
Yo,
the
my
Black
love.
and